God, I understand it's so hard for all of us to forgive other people that have done wrong by us. And we now in our heads think that it's justified to act bitter towards them, to be angry towards them because of our pride and because of our ego. God, I think this is because we are under this impression that we have to forgive others. So we try to force ourselves to do it. We try to manufacture it. And that's exactly why it's not working. The bitterness and the resentment builds more and more. When we go into situations, we've all been there where we've known what we should do, and that is show them mercy, show them grace. And we've tried to do it, but then we wind up getting more and more mad because we were not doing this from love. We were not doing this from overflow of what you did for us. We were doing this as a transaction because we thought if we didn't, you would be mad, you would punish us, or other people would have things to say to us. So I pray that when you say, I will not forgive you if you do not forgive others in one of the Gospels, that you're trying to represent something deeper there. We don't forgive other people, and that is why your mercy is so great. Your grace is so powerful because you clearly are saying, I will not forgive you if you do not forgive others. But we don't forgive others. And that honesty is okay. That's why we can come boldly to your throne of grace and be honest with the God, I don't want to forgive him. What I want is what I want. I'm selfish. I'm prideful. But that's the moment we're going to be able to see your grace, God, and your love, God, because we do deserve hell. We do deserve you to never forgive us, never to understand us. But you do understand us because of your love. And when we see it from that perspective, now, when the opportunity arises to show grace and mercy to someone else, because we saw the magnitude of yours, it's going to be easier for us to show that to those other people that do wrong by us. But until we can see your love, until we can see your magnitude of grace, we will never be able to reflect that love and that grace towards other people. So God, I just pray that we're all able to humanize other people and realize, as Paul talks about, it's no longer I who do it, but the sin that dwells within. We were once there. We were once in that boat where we were slaves to our sin. We could not do a thing about it. We did the things that we hated, and there wasn't anything we could do about it because our master dragged us around. So the only difference between us and the people that did wrong by us is we received your grace and your mercy, and you gave us a new identity that was no longer a slave to sin, but a slave to righteousness. So who am I to not forgive them? Who am I to judge them when they don't even want to be doing that? That's Satan dragging them around, and that's why they need love. That's why they need grace. That's why they need my support, your God's support. So eventually they can see the gospel through you, through me, and now they can be set free from that sin, not because of anything that they did, but because of the blood of Jesus. So I just pray we're able to see people in the way that you see them, God, and show ourselves grace and show ourselves mercy and realize it's not going to be an easy thing to forgive others because of our human nature, because of our flesh, and that's who we are. We are self-centered at the core. We want what we want. We think we're right, but that's why you're going to help us, God, and there's not going to be this pressure anymore that we have to do it, because when we realize we don't have to do it and you love us regardless, that's going to produce something where we're actually able to love those people, to show grace to those people. But until we remove the condemnation, until we remove this unnecessary pressure, we will never, ever be able to organically forgive other people.